Hello, welcome back to Heretic Owl Tarot. My name is Liz, and I will be guiding you on this journey today, as always. You know, um, so the last couple, I don't know, how long has it been? Like the last couple months, the last couple readings, I've really only been focusing on the human design profile readings because I felt guided, to focus mainly on those. And so, that's what I've been doing. But I am feeling like avoidant, I guess, of my own life. And I'm like, I could, I was sitting here, I'm like, I could like, do some tarot readings. Because what better way to like avoid yourself than to like talk to your friends and like get nosy into like their business and like, like what's going on with you guys. Right. And I'm like, what? I want to do zodiac sign readings because I literally just put out, I think I finished on, Saturday, maybe like I finished the, human design readings. So I didn't want to like do another round of those like quite yet. So anyway, that's what we're doing. I hope you're all doing well. I hope your anxiety is staying at bay. Like mine is high as hell today, and it has been for a little while. It just, I'm not going to bore you with my problems. I'm here to like talk about you. So let me introduce the decks to you, and also like I'm so glad that this tarot deck was happy to do this reading because I just was also not really in the mood to to like go through a bunch of decks to figure out like which one wanted to do the reading, because over here consent is everything, and anytime I use a deck for a reading, I did get consent from it to do it. Like, and what that means is I'll shuffle the cards until a card comes out, and it's a yes or no card, and it's plainly yes or no. It's usually like the 8 of Swords or the 3 of Swords or the Tower, or like something that's like kind of plainly I am not in the mood, the 5 of Cups. And then of course, on the other end of things, it would be yes cards. And the card that came out for this deck, which is the Midnight Magic mushroom deck, was the Empress, which was so perfect. And I was just so glad. Like I was like standing over at my wall of tarot cards because, oh my God, girl, like I counted them. I have like 70 tarot. I just have to stop. I like have to stop buying tarot decks. Although like I just found this Kickstarter. Anyway, after that one, no more. So anyway, yeah, like I was standing there and I was just like, oh my gosh, I just don't feel like, because usually like the one that I have in my head is not usually the one that I'll end up using. I'll like grab a couple and shuffle and, see who actually wants to do the reading. But this one caught my eye. And then I also bought it at the same time that I bought the Mushroom Spirit Oracle. So just goes together really well. And I'm so happy to be able to use these decks because I haven't yet. I've had them for a couple months. I actually used it for one of the 333 readings that I did, which was also like, it was so beautiful. Those readings have been so cool. And again, thank you to those who have trusted me with that. But yeah, and I even, like I said, in that person's written, thing, I was like, oh my God, I haven't even been able to use this for anybody yet. So I was glad that, I'm glad to be able to use it. My only thing of disappointment is that I don't think this Midnight Magic deck has any psychedelic mushrooms in it or any psilocybin mushrooms in it, which is honestly disappointing to me. Just because of like the healing qualities of psilocybin mushrooms. Like I've been using psilocybin mushrooms for the last year as a form of wellness. And I mean, truly, I think that incorporating them in my own, like healing journey has just amplified it. And I don't think I would be where I am today if not for mushrooms. Like I've had so many amazing breakthroughs and aha moments, and which sure it might have happened anyway, but however, the mushroom spirit oracle does have golden teachers in it, at least. So there's at least one. But anyway, not that, whatever, I mean, it is what it is. I wasn't expecting like the whole deck to be, specific to that, that wasn't an expectation, but I did honestly kind of expect for there to be some in there, but what are you going to do? They're beautiful cards either way. And I'm just mumbling now. So, let's get into, is there anything else I don't think so. Let's get into your readings. Great. So this is a reading for Libra, wherever you have Libra in your chart. I hope you're all doing well. Have you noticed like anything with Saturn and Neptune being in Aries now? Like, that would be opposing potentially any early degree stuff that you have in Libra. Have you noticed anything? Or, of course, like, if you're a Libra rising, that would be your 7th house. So relationships, contracts, other people. Just curious. 'Cause I'm nosy, Chaga, defense, balance. All right, let's get your oracle cards out here. That looks like an aspen tree. We have the High Priestess, beautiful. That came out fast too. And I'm not going to take these because that's a number 2 as well. They like jumped. We have the 2 of Pentacles. Wow. And the 8 of Wands. The 2 of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Bros. I mean, it's 9:52 right now. Wow. The only one that we're missing is the 2. Oh, wait. No, just kidding. I thought we had 2. Anyway, whatever. No. This kind of looks like a sloth. Bleeding tooth. All right, let's read. First of all, 2s. Knowing what you are to do. It's about direction, balance, planning, direction. So yeah, let's read about this chaga. I'm just going to call it chaga because I don't know. Is quite an unusual looking mushroom. It grows on the bark of living trees and is often mistaken for a tree burl or growth of some sort. It is commonly found on birch trees, and its relationship with the black birch produces the highest quality chaga. It doesn't seem to like being cultivated, so when harvested in the wild, care should be taken not to destroy the tree, and some chaga should be left for it to grow back. It is also known as the king of mushrooms, and rightfully so. It is a superfood, and its medicinal qualities are endless. It has one of the highest antioxidant levels in a food known to humans, where acai berries, commonly thought of as a superfood, are 800 on the ORAC scale. Chaga is up to 36,000. The ORAC scale is oxygen radical absorbance capacity, measures a food antioxidant value. Interesting. Chaga is very nutrient dense. This may be due to its long lifespan of up to 20 years absorbing nutrients, and the fact that birch water from inside the tree that it is taking its nutrients from is also highly nutrient dense. Let's also mention that chaga is considered to have potent anti-cancer and anti-tumor medicinal qualities. Then take a look at the doctrine of signatures. The mushroom looks like a tumor or growth on a tree. It is also anti-allergenic, anti-inflammatory, anti-hyperglycemic, antiviral, antibacterial, among other things. Chaga is also extremely high in melanin, which helps protect the skin. Melanin aids in melatonin production, which aligns with circadian rhythms. This is why it can help you sleep. Another property of melatonin is to decalcify your pineal gland, said to be where your third eye chakra is located, making chaga a spiritual aligning mushroom. Well, dang. Bro, speaking of third eye, spiritual alignment, we have the spiritual alignment card out here in the High Priestess. Dude, I didn't even finish. Wait. I didn't even get to the point of the card meaning. I was like sitting here for a second and I'm like, what did I just read? And I was literally going to go back and read it again because I'm like, I know I didn't just forget everything I just read and literally that fast, which is really concerning. But the card meaning, chaga is the king when it comes to helping the body defend itself and ward off potential dangers to your health. Where in your life could you have something or someone attached to you that is not serving your higher purpose or is creating a hindrance of some sort? Is it time to build your defenses so strong that nothing can penetrate them? Are you physically strong enough or do you need to work on your physical health? Maybe you are allowing yourself to be taken advantage of or are being treated poorly. Sometimes when you feel you need protection, you actually need to strengthen your reserves. Using energy to block things and cast things away can be more tiring than building yourself up from the inside so nothing can stick to you. Another lesson from chaga is one of balance. Disease exists when something in the body becomes unbalanced. Chaga brings balance to your immune system, blood sugar levels, and circadian rhythms. Where are you out of spiritual alignment? It might be time to look at where something within you or your life is out of balance, which is so interesting. Where can you create more flow and movement? I feel like this is like explaining the whole reading. Where have things become stuck? When you balance yourself from within, this balances your external world. The work you do on the inside can create profound shifts if you are prepared to do the work. When you create balance and cultivate strength from the inside, you become an impenetrable force. I'm so glad. I literally I feel like that just explain the whole reading here, because we have, like I said, we have the spiritual alignment card here in the High Priestess. Like the High Priestess to me is being in tune with your star player, your higher self, your soul, your intuition, right? Like it's an inner knowing. It's fate. It's like, what you are here to experience, to accomplish. It's also like the card that like you are always exactly where you are meant to be. And it's a number 2, right? I mean, the major arcana starts with 0, which is the Fool card. And then it's, that's the moment that we make the decision to surrender or to take that leap, to do the thing, to, it's like YOLO, the Magician is, I have everything I need in order to do the thing that I want. But it's like, putting all those things kind of in front of you type of thing. It's having an awareness that you have enough money, you have enough energy, you have enough motivation. you have enough emotional capacity. Like, it's kind of like taking stock of those things. And it's also the beginning. And then of course, with the 2 and it being the high priestess, this is like, it's locking in with yourself. I also love that, we have the word balance on here, and we have like the card of balance out here. And also, not to mention Libra with the scales, right? Like the only crazier thing could have been like if we had like the Justice card out here. But I think the 2 of Pentacles is probably doing the work of that, for us, because especially because, there usually are like 2 pentacles that are, usually either being juggled or like up in the air, but they're like at different positions, so it's not like, it's like the scales are not balanced, but the 2 of Pentacles does talk about balancing responsibilities. That it's like the literal like adulting card, And with the high priestess out here, it's like, what is your intuition telling you? Because no doubt there's some sort of, like intuition or guidance, some sort of like inner guidance that is coming through for you. I've literally, like, I've just been sitting here like staring at these cards. I want to look at the book. Actually, let's see. Fairy ring. Let's see. Inspiration, divine intuition, balance, subconscious. You are at the summit of your psychic ability. Work with your higher self and internal divinity to create your aspirational goals. Balance. The literal word balance. The high priestess tempers your desires with a balanced breath of spiritual life. Go on, tune in, and feel what you feel. Truly, like if you are trying to avoid emotions, because like I said, like I'm sitting here and I'm like that, like balance. It like there's so many cards of balance here. And I'm just sitting here thinking, like, why is balance being shoved down your throat? And especially like the first card to come out here being the high priestess, like is what is out of whack is your tuning into yourself. And could that be because there's a different aspect of your life, some sort of practical aspect of your life that is the thing that's like out of balance. The 8 of Wands is like fast moving. It's fast moving communication. It's, quick actions. This 2 of Pentacles here, and the Pentacles are about our money, right? It's how we get it, how we spend it, how we save it. It's our time and our physical energy, right? Like where are we investing our time and our energy? It's our health and our body. Anything tangible, anything that you place worth and value on, anything that has monetary value as well. And if that is a thing that is like out of balance, then I just got this image in my head of like a kinked hose. And when you kink a hose, right, it either stops the flow of water altogether or it severely slows it down, right? But it backs up the pressure, right? And it kind of feels like this 2 of Pentacles is like putting a kink in your ability to even like trust your intuition and allow things to flow. It's like, even trying to be too controlling of things, or even also too, like, taking practical steps because they are practical, but not because it's necessarily what your own guidance is telling you what to do, right? And also, it's like, once you unkink the hose, then that burst of pressure, that pushes out the water, that's what I see with the Eight of Wands. And also too, like, your intuition is I just looked at the Two of Pentacles. It says, review your fundamental assets and see if they are balanced with one another. Are you too busy for romance? Is your partner being neglected? Is your work overwhelming your rest and recovery time? Create a tangible list you can reference to rebalance your life. There's that word balance again. Although, this is a card of balancing. The Eight of Wands. The red corals grow quickly and do not redirect their wand-like spires for any obstacles. Reaching skyward, they wrap and twist around whatever tries to overshadow them. This is the red-hot energy of the Eight of Wands in full effect. Dynamic action, growth. Things are moving quickly. This shift into higher gear reinforces the closeness of your goal. Check on your limitations and boundaries to ensure this is carefully controlled firestorm of productivity. It really is like taking stock of where are things out of balance for you in your life in general. It can be whatever has to do with Pentacles, since obviously, that's a card that we have out here in the middle, and it's literally, these two mushrooms, although I don't know if those are mushrooms, or it kind of almost looks like spiders. Does it say? It does probably say. It's the point of this book, This card declares the need for balance and is an indicator of someone juggling too many tasks. The barometer Earth star is able to thrive by making instinctual decisions in regard to its surrounding weather, moisture, sunlight, and the seasons, keeping all factors expertly in check to survive. Well, it didn't say. But doesn't that kind of look like a spider? Anyway, but like the two things that are, to me, looking like pentacles here, they are out of balance, right? Like, they're not, one is higher than the other. So, it's like taking stock of your own life and like, where are things out of balance? Again, like, that could be money. It could be health. It could be routine, even, some other, type of responsibility that you have as well. It's like, trying to keep too many plates spinning. And it's like one of those things of like, if your attention is spread to too many things, it's hard to like focus on or prioritize one thing. Like, if you have 5 plates spinning, how can you just focus on one? Because the other 4 would eventually end up falling. Balance, balance, balance. And then we have, the Two of Wands. Oh my God, the King of Pentacles and the Nine of Swords, the Tower. The Two of Wands is planning for the future. It's planning next steps. And like I said, like all these twos out here as well, 2, 2, 2, 2, which all actually equal 8. I'm like, is that reaching? I don't know. But, because we have the Eight of Wands out here. But also, though, interesting, it's planning the actions that you're going to take. It's not just like impulsively going out there and doing things. It's being intentional about your actions and your motivations. It's not necessarily just, spinning plates for the sake of. It is prioritizing something. It's not just throwing, noodles or whatever, like against the wall to see what sticks. It's being intentional about what you want to do, what you want the outcome to be. How is that also too in alignment with you? It's almost like committing to a path of alignment. And it can be with work because, I love that we go from the Two of Pentacles, which is needing balance, to the King of Pentacles, which is, literally, it's being able to handle whatever comes your way. It's abundance. It's like the literal card of success. It's the highest expression of Pentacles as well. There's mastery. There's abundance of money, time, energy, health improving. But also, dude, that is possible because of this commitment to like your alignment and being intentional in the actions that you're taking to remain in alignment with your truth. Then, there's this growth. Then you see, just dollar signs, this is like balance as well. Because we all know, right? Like when we are financially stable, financially secure, the impact that it has on the other areas of our lives, right? Like our health improves, our, physical, but also mental health improves, our home life, our just how we're navigating relationships in general, right? I mean, like it's not just monetary improvement, but it's having resources, having materials at your disposal, being an authority, feeling like you have authority in your life, right? It could be leadership as well. Like it could be allowing yourself to step into a more leadership position. And it's like the only thing that is preventing this momentum forward is your mind, which is such a human experience. Like as beautiful as consciousness is, and as beautiful as ego is, and as beautiful as it is to be able to speak and to be able to, fucking, what's the word? It literally just left my brain. But being able to experience life in this way, right? And have thoughts and have a consciousness and have a perception and all that shit, like as beautiful as that is, our brain is also, has this obligatory, whatever responsibility to like keep us alive. And our bodies don't know that we're not in the middle of, like getting killed when we're just panicking about success or movement forward or, the potential or like what that looks like or, whatever. It just knows that there's some sort of activation in the body and it registers that. And then it starts, kind of kicking out stories, like anxiety, fears, doubts. And those are like, the limiting beliefs, self-sabotage. But also like how beautiful is it to be able to be aware of that. It's literally feeling the fear and doing it anyway. It's literally this like self-soothing thing of like reminding yourself that you are fine. That you are not in any danger, that you may be in uncharted territory or, things might start moving fast, but you have the capacity, you have the desire to want to engage in this activity, you want things to move forward. You want the success, the stability, the security, right? Like It's just like, it's literally having to constantly be aware of what is going on in your mind, how that's activating your body. And I'm so serious about this, like literally telling yourself that you are okay. I got this. You know, I have been able to handle every single situation that has ever occurred or happened. You know, like I trust myself to navigate this. And it may be uncharted territory, and that's all that it is, right? Like, truly, that is all that it is. We just don't necessarily see it that way. We have the Tower then at the bottom of the deck, and the Queen of Cups behind it. The Tower is like sudden change. I actually don't even see this as being a bad thing, actually. Not that the Tower is ever really bad, but it does talk about sudden change, upheaval, structures crumbling, but it's also like it will only ever affect the thing that is no longer serving you. It's not just going to like blow up your life for the sake of blowing up your life. It only affects the thing that is no longer, it is only going to affect the thing that is throwing you out of balance, whether that is a relationship, a job, a mindset, you know, a behavior pattern, a thought pattern, something that is like holding you back. It's got to go, you know? All right. I'm going to leave it there. And it's 10:22 right now. I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for allowing me to read your cards. I will talk to you soon. Bye.